crazy Naaruto.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. It's opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. And now we go down to the first hole. Frank, were you the kind of player who actually might have been worried if you didn't have first tee jitters?
Definitely. You didn't have the energy if that was the case. But it's about turning that energy into some sort of positive form. Make nice full swings, pick some good targets. And of course, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Second shot, good look at the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Getting set now over the putt. That birdie gets the player to red figures, 1 under for the tournament. Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
Frank, going back 100 years or more, we used to see winning scores in stroke play tournaments, 72-hole events of 300 thereabouts. But obviously, like so many things in golf, everything has improved.
Yeah, people would scoff at sort of saying 475s would win a US Open or a British Open. It didn't, and it does. But, with equipment and people have really got into the game, they've worked it out. And they just plain got better at it. They realised that, stroke play, you can't just swing from the trees, so to speak. You've really got to work your way around and get better. You just can't sort of settle for mediocrity.
Has it for a birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. Just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible.
Boy, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Frank, he could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Nice, solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Now back over to the fourth. Frank, I've been impressed with the play to this point early in the round.
Yeah, it's solid without being spectacular, and that's actually a huge compliment.
Obviously, Frank, you want to hit good shots at a place like this, but you also want to take some shots. You want to snap off a few pictures because it's breathtaking.
I thought you were talking about big game hunting there. When you were saying you don't want to shoot these animals; they're beautiful. No, yeah, it is. It's wonderful to come up here and play golf.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Pretty good effort right there.
It's no snack, though.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a little tap in here. -3 now for the round. Frank, what's the key here at the 5th hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers, first one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Second shot now to the par 4 5th.
Just minimally uphill, Rich, with the green too. That opens up towards that left side. Just want to make sure you carry the front. You can pitch the ball well into the middle of the screen and not really worry about it. Once the flag is past that middle section, though, players are definitely going to have to go further left.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch and nerve. He had it all, and he has the bottom of the barrel. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand iron, whether it was out of the first cut or rough or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand iron. Yeah.
It's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Well, it's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Now to the long par 5 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need 2 of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. So start with a good one.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully, Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Just wearing out the center of the club face. Hasn't missed a shot. Hasn't missed a green in regulation all day long. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Boy, you could hear the noise from up here in our commentary box. Crowd goes wild after that eagle.
Just when you think struggling for a top 10, one hole, eagle, now in the top 5.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Could really use this one. It's for birdie. Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up too. You could hit anything from there.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but that is well on the cards.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated off line.
Oh, I thought he had that. So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Man,
I just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. That's costly right there.
Painful. No, not a good time to make a bogey.
Drops down to second place. Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
This one's looking good. Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. He has a birdie opportunity here. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Let me say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Second shot, good look at the green.
Rich, right now, this does not look like the same player we saw earlier on in the day.
I don't recognize him. He was hitting it all over the ballpark in the first few holes. I didn't think there was any chance that he'd be where he is right now. Credit to him. This took guts.
Yeah, his composure is so different right now.
Well, that's the beauty of this game. You stay with it. It's 18 holes. You keep fighting, and you can put a score on the card. Locked in on the read and the speed. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Here we go. That's well played. And now a good look at birdie. This one measures out to 15 feet. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, it still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that proper, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Frank, take us down. Give us the player's eye view on this second shot here at 14.
I kind of like a second shot a little lower than normal here. It just seems to shape up to this green. Obviously, you're protecting against going left while you're trying to go directly at the flag. So just something a little lower than normal, I think.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
Good contact, good result. And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. This looks like it's going to find the target.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. These putts keep the round together. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just 5 feet left. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Reg. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It would set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, how about the second shot now to the 17th?
Well, the nice layback off the tee means you have a full shot in. You can go at virtually any flag now.
Struck that one pure, about 8 feet away. Beautifully done. Settles in over the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a little tap in here. Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power?
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky. Oh, huge.
Ooh.
Huge with a capital H.
Busted that. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seviesque.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
CBT Naaruto, over and out.